and gentlemen, the Syracuse Family Playhouse is proud to present our grand finale of the last production of the 1905 season, Simply Christmas, featuring the Singing Richmond family and the entire Playhouse Company. And now make welcome those masters of harmony, the Lamplighters.
There's a song in the air, there's a star in the sky, there's a mother's deep prayer, and a baby's low cry, and the star rains its fire while the beautiful sing. For the manger of Bethlehem cradles a king. In the light of that sun, as the angels in the sun of the throne, as every heart is aflame, and the beautiful sing. For the manger of Bethlehem cradles the King. For the manger of Bethlehem cradles the King.
Here she is, the songbird of Syracuse, America's own Jenny Lynn, Miss Eudora Lindstrom.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me three calling birds, two doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me four calling birds, fresh and sweet, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtles, and a partridge in a
Enchanting Eudora. Now please join us as the entire Playhouse Company welcomes Christmas 1905.
We wish you
you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Glad tidings we bring to you and your kin. Glad tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. My family, my wife Lucille, my daughters Emma and Nikki, and the entire company, I'd like to thank you all for making our holiday Christmas review such a part of your community every weekend. We're all going our separate ways this holiday season. In fact, my family and I have an engagement in Philadelphia. But we'll all be back again with you next year. And I'd also like to thank everyone behind the scenes, especially our esteemed musical director, Herr Victor Schwab, from the Music Conservatory in Duesenberg, Germany. Dusseldorf, sorry. Who's been in our country 3 years.
Two years.
2 years. Only 2 years. And last but not least, our stage manager, Preston Pollard, and everyone backstage. But most of all, we'd like to thank God for his continued provisions and for his son, whose birth we are all about to celebrate.
You play now?
So goodbye and Merry Christmas. We'll see you all in 1906. Goodbye.
All right, that's a wrap. You guys got an hour to clear the stage. Merry Christmas, everybody. Can you hurry up and get off the stage? I got a schedule to keep here. Henry, you did it to me again. You only added 5 minutes to the program this time. You know, I don't mind you thanking everybody in New York, but could you please leave God off the list?
Now, wait a minute, Preston. In a way, this was a Christmas production, so God is the author.
Fine. As long as he doesn't start asking for royalties. Have you seen the box office lately? It's killing us. Hey, Carl. God, those hats have got to go back to wardrobe.
It's just the trunk right here. Preston, there you are. Amanda's waiting for you at the stage door. He looks like a messenger.
Oh, by the way, Lucille, you were wonderful this evening.
Thank you.
Could get your other half to stop his preaching?
Sorry, but this is not a man known for changing his behavior.
No kidding. Carl, what are you doing? I said those hats go back to wardrobe.
And I wouldn't have him any other way.
You're the only one.
Hey, Pa, where do you want us to put this trunk?
Oh, it's fine right there, Nikki. By the way, your song was a lot better tonight, honey. You just need to work on your projection, all right? I hope everyone's finished packing. We have a carriage coming to take us to the train station in about 15 minutes.
A carriage? Oh, Father, you're so 19th century. Everyone takes taxis now.
No, Henry Ford and J.D. Rockefeller take taxis. But if you'd prefer, we could walk to Philadelphia. Help me with the trunk, will you, Nikki?
Sure, Pop.
Emma, a taxi? Wasn't it Thanksgiving we had a conversation about this very thing? That was only 5 days ago.
I'm sorry. I just get so tired of walking everywhere. It gets so dusty.
Now, you know this has been a very difficult year financially for us. Every time someone invents a new machine, one more factory lays off half its workers. Suddenly, no one seems to have the time or money for music lessons.
I know.
Funny, times get hard and everybody stops singing. You would think that's when we needed it most.
I just really wish we could stay home for Christmas.
So do I, honey. I know we've never been away from home for the holidays before, but this extra money is going to help us have a Christmas this year. Besides, you know we've rented our house to the McLaughlins for the month of December. All of their relatives are in from Dublin. Both sides. Ugh. But I'll tell you what, if you're a very good girl, I'll see to it that Santa leaves a taxi ride in your stocking.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
All right, the trunk's ready. Lucille, do you have the tickets?
Right here.
Great. Now, are we forgetting anything?
Just saying farewell to us. Mwah, mwah. Goodbye, darlings.
Auf Wiedersehen, Liebchens. Und you also, Hans.
It's Henry. Goodbye, Eudora. Goodbye, Victor.
Well, I wish you well in your little recital or whatever you're doing down in Pennsylvania. Eudora, the lamplighters, and I, and the talented members of the chorus, are off to Chicago to rehearse for the city opera there. Richard Wagner. Ah, now there is music, there is art, there is us.
Oh, goodbye, cherubs. Mwah, mwah. Oh, Nicky, I do wish you'd learn to smile more on stage. Someone might think that you don't like performing.
I don't.
You don't?
And that bird on your hat, it isn't right. Partridges in America are dark gray, not white.
You'll have to excuse Nikki. She spends a lot of time reading about animals. Sometimes I think she'd rather be at the zoo than on stage.
This stage is often a zoo. Well, come, Fräulein, come on. Farewell. Und it's Düsseldorf, Hans.
It's Henry, Victor.
Oh, Victor, I cannot have a gray bird on my head. What will people think? It will clash with all of my costumes.
You know, I really am looking forward to performing on our own for a while. 4 tickets to steady work. What a piece of good luck.
Sorry, Richmond. It's more like tough luck. Seems like your engagement in Philly is canceled.
What?
You can't be serious.
Just got the telegram backstage. Seems like their box office is doing worse than ours. Maybe Victor needs some, like, singing Vikings in Chicago or something. Merry Christmas, kid. Sorry.
Canceled? Just like that? What are we supposed to do now?
We can stay home for Christmas.
Oh, we can't stay here. We've rented our house. The McLaughlins have already moved in. I could smell corned beef and cabbage cooking before we got to the end of the street.
Couldn't we stay with friends?
Oh, every friend we have has gone to visit relatives or has relatives visiting them. Well, that's it.
Yes, that's it.
What's it?
Visiting relatives. We'll spend Christmas with your parents.
We'll do what?
We'll go to Ohio.
Oh boy, I love visiting Grandma and Grandpa's farm. All the animals.
Ugh, dirt. Mother, I love them and all, but I can't spend Christmas in the country.
Now, Lucille, this is out of the question. They aren't expecting
Your
us.
mother wrote just last week. She's been asking us to spend Christmas with them ever since Nikki was born.
My mother might be happy to see us, but my father? Seeing me is the last thing he'd want for Christmas.
Well, then we'll really surprise him, won't we?
Hey, the carriage is here to take you to the station. Should I tell him to go on?
No, Preston. We need to catch a train. We'll just be heading in a different direction. Send a telegram to Mr. and Mrs. Chester Richmond in Cedar Grove, Ohio, at this address.
Got it.
Then
Send her it down.
tell them we'll arrive the day after tomorrow. Tell them Henry and his family are coming home for Christmas.
Now, wait a minute, Lucille.
Oh, Henry. Can't you see a light in the window? Isn't that a face at the door? At the gate they're waiting, just like they've done before. Extra places set at the table, extra presents.
Lucille, this is impossible. Oh, we don't have the right clothes. We don't even have the right tickets.
Henry, it's December 1st. Nothing is impossible. Come on, Nikki. Are you with me? More tickets to Christmas. More tickets tonight.
All aboard on the Midnight Express. Gonna make some jokes.
Emma, what do you say?
Gotta change my address.
Now we've got a Christmas.
And no more letters or postcards. No more calls on the phone.
Oh, all right, I give up. For I'll be there with my bag and fare and 4 tickets for home.
Hey, the telegram's been sent. You only got 10 minutes to catch that train.
We'll make it. Goodbye, Preston. If anyone needs to reach us, you have the address. Just tell them we're going home. We're going home for Christmas tonight.
We're going home for Christmas.
Jingle the bells, everybody's making spirits fun.
We're going home.
Over the river and through the woods,
Grandma's house we go. Over the river, through the woods. Grandma's house we go. We're going home. We're going home. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard, all aboard. More tickets to Christmas. More tickets tonight. All aboard on the Midnight Express. Gonna make some tracks. Gonna change my address. More tickets to Christmas. More tickets tonight.
Rochester!
All aboard on the Midnight Express. Gonna make some tracks.
Buffalo!
Gonna change my address.
Out!
And no more letters or postcards. No more calls on the phone. For I'll be there with my bag and fare and 4 tickets for home. 4 tickets. 4 tickets. 4 tickets. For over the river and through the woods. We're home.
You know, it's only been a few years since we've been here, but somehow things really look different, especially this barn.
There they are, Grandma, Grandpa, it's us.
Chester, look, it's Nikki. Oh, gracious, child, how did you get here?
On the Midnight Express.
On the what?
They bought the tickets.
Hi, Mother Richmond.
It's all of them.
There's my girl.
Hi, Grandpa.
Say, you look pretty good to me. Your mom said in her letters that you weren't very happy this fall.
I am now.
Now, Nikki, you and I don't have any secrets, remember? Is that the truth?
I remember, Grandpa, and it's the truth.
Oh, Henry, you've come home for Christmas.
It's so good to see you, Mother.
Oh, what's it been, 2 years, 3?
5.
Hello, Dad.
Merry Christmas, Henry.
Oh, what a wonderful surprise this all is.
Surprise. But I wired you 2 days ago that we were coming. Didn't you get my telegram?
Why, no, Chester. Has anyone delivered a telegram?
Nope, no telegrams here.
What's this, Dad?
Except for that kid in the cap on a bicycle that came by when I wasn't looking and stuffed that in my pocket.
But it's open.
I didn't have my glasses with me.
Well, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that you're here and we'll all be together for Christmas. Oh, Nikki, Emma, oh, you're just beautiful. You've grown so much, I hardly recognize you.
Excuse me, Miss Richmond. The pastor's here to see you, and also that woman who tries to play the organ.
Oh, tell him to come on back to the barn. Oh, everybody, this is Luke Wilcox. He's been with us for 2 years. Best hired hand we've ever had. And this is my son, Henry, and his family. Lucille, and Nikki, and Emma.
Well, golly, I'm happy to meet y'all.
Look what you've done to my gloves. Oh, you've gotten mud all over them. Oh.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I guess it does get a bit dirty in the hog pens. Here, use my handkerchief.
Do you still have cows and chickens?
Yep, and a very fat turkey. I bet it weighs more than you.
Dad, can I go see the animals, please?
Oh, all right.
Oh, boy, let's go.
Change your clothes first.
Hey, wait up, partner. You can help me sling the pig slop.
I think I'll go change my clothes too.
That, Luke, is such a blessing. We've needed some extra help on the farm for some time now.
We certainly have.
Well, it really doesn't matter. I'm just so glad that you were able to fit a visit into your schedule. You said that you had a singing engagement for the holidays in your last letter.
We did. It was canceled at the last minute.
Oh.
Well, that shouldn't surprise us. I've always said there aren't too many people less responsible than musicians.
Don't start, Dad.
Of course, you know, you can't really earn a steady living unless you make something that people need every day, and music just ain't it.
Oh, and I suppose soybeans
Yeah,
are?
You know, I've always said no matter how wide you open your mouth, you just can't eat a trombone. I mean,
Now, Dad, none of this has anything to do with a trombone, a clarinet,
I'm sorry, Mrs. Richmond. We didn't realize you had guests. We can come back.
Oh, no, Pastor Doyle, this is family. Henry, this is Pastor Doyle, our new church's pastor, and this is Cornelia Washburn, our old organist.
Pastor? So Reverend Schuster has retired?
As a matter of fact, last year, but you know, he still sits in the front pew every Sunday. Man, that's some mighty big shoes to fill.
That church is very special to me. It's where I was baptized, where I met the Lord. Well, in fact, we were married there.
But it's still special, and I'm just trying to be a good steward of its heritage.
Henry and his family will be with us for Christmas this year.
Did you say Henry? Henry Richmond? The musician? What? You are an answer to prayer.
I am?
He is?
Well, yeah. As a matter of fact, Cornelia and I were just going house to house recruiting choir members for our new choir.
our church doesn't have a choir.
I know, but we do now. As a matter of fact, we've got to get practicing for our new Christmas program.
Our church doesn't do a Christmas program.
I know, but we do now. Henry, could you direct our program for us?
Direct your program? Pastor, I really don't think that...
Now, son, let me tell you something. The Lord has a purpose for those abilities that he has bestowed on each and every one of us. Whether you plant his harvest or march in his army, if you feel the hand of conviction, you can't turn away. Do you feel the hand?
Well, I guess I can help.
Hallelujah, that's just great. We start tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
I don't know where yet. We still need a place to practice.
You can't rehearse in the church?
Well, we could perform in the church on Christmas Eve, but we've got all kinds of activities going on in Nativity Scene. Cornelia needs to practice. Besides, since the deacons have yet to approve the new modernization and expansion program, we are still worshiping in an old wooden room lit by kerosene lanterns.
Electricity is unscriptural. All of us agreed 8-0 majority rules.
Well, now, wait a minute. Why don't you just practice here?
Yes.
In a barn?
Why not? It sits empty most of the winter, and we could bring down the piano and the old coal furnace and...
Picking minute. I don't think I want any singing and playing going on here in my barn.
I say we take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
The ayes have it. Majority rules. Henry, what are you all worried about, boy? We got all kinds of help for you in this thing. Cornelia here is a wonder. You ought to see what this lady can do with 88 keys. Merry Christmas and goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you.
Bye,
Bye.
Pastor.
Bye.
Well, Henry, congratulations on getting your way again.
Now, Dad, none of this was my idea.
No, but music was. Leaving was. Going to college in another state was.
Chester, please, it's Christmas. Aren't you glad he's come home?
He'll never come home. Excuse me, I got some chickens to pluck.
Try to understand him, son. He took over this farm for his father, and he thought you would do the same. And he misses you, that's all. Well, I'm going to go up to the house and make up the extra beds.
We'll be there in a minute, Mom. Henry, you're going to need to give him some time.
I said 20 years.
So have you.
I don't know, Lucille. Maybe he's right. I am a failure. I can barely support us. Even when I do get a break, it's canceled. Let everybody down. Father, you. Maybe I did make the wrong choice.
You were always so sure your decision to go into music was how you'd serve God with your life.
I was sure once. I probably let him down, too.
You haven't let anyone down, least of all me or God. You made the right choice, Henry. You listened to your heart. You heard a different song. A deeper, truer voice that said you had the choice to bend to the wind or be strong. So you chose a distant road, and you left behind your fears. For when your heart belongs to God, and you listen, His voice is what you'll hear.
It's been a long time since I've heard that voice. There's too much noise now.
Or too much silence.
Silence is one thing I don't think I can fight.
That's a choice too, Henry. Some roads are always steep, but worthy of the climb.
Lucille, it's not that I haven't tried. You know that.
Journeys demand patience. Patience begs for time.
I've had time. What I need is a chance to show what my life has meant and what I've done with the time I've spent. The years of waiting for his respect. A smile unknown, a look of pride.
This is your chance. A day, an hour can turn a tide.
You're right. You're right. It's time I show him what I can do.
Just show yourself, Henry. And listen to your heart.
This time I will show them.
You'll always hear that song.
Just watch, I will follow
That deeper, truer
voice that says I have a choice to follow my dreams all along. right, everyone. Come in quickly. Take your places in the loft, under the loft, wherever you'll fit. Rehearsal begins in 5 minutes ago. Luke, what are you doing?
Well, the piano took a few bumps when I brought it down the hill from the house, so I figured I better tune it.
With a wrench?
Well, sure. I've been dealing with pianos a long time, Mr. Richmond. As a matter of fact, I write songs myself. I've got a whole bunch in my trunk.
Write songs? When?
I'm between plucking soybeans and slopping hogs. I got one or two about Christmas that would be great in this show.
No, that really won't be necessary. We have plenty to rehearse today, maybe some other time. Okay. Cornelia, are you ready? You certainly are. Could you get everyone's attention, please?
Well, thank you for joining us for our first Christmas choir for our first Christmas program. Now, Christmas is a time of births and new beginnings, and that is certainly true for us. Now, I am honored to introduce to you Chester and Eleanor Richmond's son, Henry. Now, Henry is a professional musician. And he has agreed to direct our program for us. Can you please welcome him?
Thank you, Pastor. I'm honored to be here. I've really never worked with a choir before, and apparently you've never really sung before, so I think we both better get started rehearsing right away. Open your music folders to the very first song. Oh. Now, I want you all to imagine our program beginning with just a dozen candles lit on a large Christmas tree. And from that gentle glow of light, we softly hear angelic voices sing. I have a solo for you later, sweetie. That was very enthusiastic. Let's try it once more with just a little more restraint. Cornelia?
Interminable noise!
Oh no, it can't be.
Well, wait a minute. What's going on here? Who is this?
So sorry. We just got off the train and we're looking for telephoning machine when we heard this noise like tortured goat herd. And it had to stop.
Victor, what? What are you doing here?
Hans, what are you doing here? Why are you not singing in Pennsylvania?
It was canceled. We're spending Christmas here on my parents' farm. Victor, Eudora, everyone, what happened? You look terrible.
There are bad box offices everywhere, I guess. Even Chicago. Imagine. Wagner, cancelled. We were on our way back to Syracuse. And the train went kaput right in front of this little town, Greasy Stuff, something?
Cedar Grove.
Yeah, whatever. Well, Hans, we go in different directions but end up in the same place.
This can't be happening.
Wait a minute. You mean we've got more singers for our program? What? This is manna from heaven.
No, sir. It's Victor from Dusseldorf.
Pastor, this is Victor Schwab, Eudora Lindstrom, the lamplighters, and some others from our company. I'm sure their train will be repaired within 24 hours and they'll be moving on.
Of course we move on. I cannot create art in a barnyard. And these poor peasants. No wonder they all sing like croaking cow. If only they had some professional help. Like Victor. Observe. Achtung! Chin up, shoulders back, eyes front, nostrils flared, stomach in, and piano girl.
Oh, Christmas tree.
That was inspiring.
Welcome to Cedar Grove, everyone. I'm sure you'll need accommodations for the night, and there's a boarding house just down the road. Why don't you gather your luggage and come up to the house? I'd be glad to make your arrangements for you.
Vielen Dank, Fräulein. Study that music, peasants. We will begin rehearsing as soon as I return. Wiedersehen, Hans.
That's a good idea, peasants. I mean people. Study your parts. Charlotte, Alma Rose, come with me to rehearse the trio, please. Emma, will you put away that mirror and go move those quilts by the wagon? We're going to be using them for some costumes later.
All right. Everything is so dusty in here.
And Nikki, why is your nose always in a book? Why aren't you rehearsing?
I'm studying my part. See, I am.
Uh-huh. I want your lines perfect by tomorrow afternoon, all right?
Why do I always have to be the one to read the Christmas story out of the Bible? Sentences are so long.
It's because you read so well, Nikki, that's why. You just need to work on your projection and your delivery. So speak up, smile. I know you'll make me proud. I've got to go rehearse now, okay? But practice, all right?
Nikki, what's this? The complete book of animal care? You'll have a hard time finding the Christmas story to read out of this.
I found it up in the attic. Oh, please don't tell my father.
Don't worry, I'm sure your father's proud to have a daughter that reads so much.
No, my father's proud when I smile and project to the back row.
Your father just wants you to be as good as you can be.
No, my father wants me to be good like him. And I'm not. I don't even like singing. I like animals. I want to work with them someday. Maybe be a veterinarian.
Well, that's a wonderful dream. So, do it.
I can't. It would disappoint my father.
But what about you?
What about me?
Nikki, one of the reasons we call them dreams is that they're out there in the future somewhere. Well, take me. I don't plan to work on a farm my whole life. I want to write songs. Songs that lots of people sing and even more people hear. I guess I figured that's a dream worth waiting for. Isn't yours? Sometimes dreams must wait, Nikki. Sometimes dreams must wait. It may take years while you're perfecting a dream that takes longer than you're expecting. Sometimes plans get changed, buddy. Sometimes help comes late, but there always is tomorrow, and that's where dreams don't wait.
Yeah, but you're grown up. Us kids got a lot longer to wait.
Hey, I was a kid once. I've got this waiting business down. When I was a kid, you know what I did while I was just hanging around. Day after day, through every delay, I suddenly woke up and found that staying at home and sitting alone would never get anything done. Get out of the chair, get onto the floor, then say to yourself, I will open the door. So I went ahead, did what I said, and started to follow my dream. And what do you think? Before I could blink, it wasn't as far as it seemed. Dreams are just around the corner, if you'll take the path that's straight, for that's where dreams always. Sometimes help comes away, but there always is tomorrow, and tomorrow could be great. Sometimes dreams must wait.
Well, what are my ears saying to me and what are my eyes seeing now? I knew you would improve once you warmed up. Now we will get down to some serious singing. Please, everyone, come with me. We will open our folders.
Guess I better get to work too.
I guess you better. Some things can't wait, right?
Right.
Excuse me, Mr. Wilcox?
Oh, that's me. Is there something you need, Emma? Miss Richmond, you didn't get dirt on your skirt, did you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I was just wondering if maybe there's some work I could do. I'm game.
You are?
Sure.
I mean, if you are, we're about to start building some of the scenery out back.
Oh, okay.
Luke, time to clean up the chicken coop.
After my chores.
Chicken coop? I'm game.
Really? Well, all right. You better take your gloves off this time.
Absolutely.
Well, there you are. Always reading, just like your dad.
Oh, hi, Grandpa. Really? Dad read? I figured he always sang.
Oh, he did plenty of that. But in between times, he read. He was real smart, just like you. Say, that is a mighty big book you've got there.
Yeah, and it's got some mighty big words. Could you help me with this one?
Oh, I don't have my glasses with me, honey.
I see them in your pocket, Grandpa.
Well, you know the light's awful dim in here, and I'm kind of behind on my chores.
What's
anyway.
wrong, Grandpa? Don't you want to read to me?
No, that's not it.
Can't you read?
You and I don't have any secrets, right?
Yeah.
No, honey, I can't read. I can't read to you. I never learned how.
How come? Didn't you go to school?
Oh, I went to school for a couple of years, but from the time I was 7 years old, I had to help out full-time on the farm.
But your letters.
All your grandmother's do. She's the only one who knows. I'd kind of like to keep it that way, okay? Just one more little secret.
Did you ever want to learn, Grandpa?
What?
It's my best subject, reading. I mean, well, next to science, it's not hard. We'll start out with the little words.
I don't know, honey. I'm pretty old, and it's awful late.
Sometimes dreams can't wait, Grandpa. Sometimes dreams can't wait. If you spend your time waiting and wishing, you're never gonna know what you might be missing. Sometimes things get rough, Grandpa. Some days aren't so great. Though there always is tomorrow, that might lead you. For sometimes dreams can't
You promise we'll start with the little words?
wait. Whichever one you want.
How about electricity? I got a point to prove. What do you say we go up the house, go upstairs, we'll open a window so we have plenty of light? Okay?
All right. Once again. This time, let's try using the nostrils for the breathing and the mouth for the singing. And...
Hey, light guy, you want to put up the lights? Thank you. Now, I'm on a tight schedule here, but they tell me you got to have a break. So, here's the deal. You got 20 minutes to get back to the Awana room and get yourself some grub. Now, if you're sitting over here, you just got to go out that back door, through the little foyer, and into the small Awana room. If you go out these doors, you hang a Louie, and you put you in line. Now, don't be jumping line, or my boys are going to come to see you. And if you need to use the facilities, you go to the right. What are you waiting for? Let's go!
was wonderful, everyone. I have never seen a group work harder than you have the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it's only December 15th. By Christmas Eve, everyone will have greased their windpipes and will be singing from their diagrams. Oh, Richard Wagner himself would be proud. Congratulations, peasants. Congratulations, Victor.
Victor, it's been a very long 24 hours, but thank you for staying and helping.
How could we not when so much help was needed, yeah?
Yeah, just keep things simple, okay? All right, everyone, we have got to rehearse scene 3. Lamplighters, I mean shepherds, come here. Right here. Now, this is where you stand and wait for your entrance. Gentlemen, you are about to meet the heavenly host. At least remove your hats. Thank you. And Eudora, you're up in the loft.
Oh, Henry, you're not going to make me remove my hat, are you?
No, Eudora, you are the heavenly host. Keep your hat. Just try not to fall out of the loft this time. Now, let's see. My narrator. Nikki! Nikki! You'd think rehearsing was the last thing she'd want to do. Has anyone seen Nikki? Oh, my. Excuse me, buddy, have you seen a little girl about...
Who?
Emma, is that you?
Sorry, Pop, only got a second. I gotta size the flats and then Dutch the wings. That's stage crew talk. I don't know what it means, but it's always messy.
Unbelievable.
Come on, Pop. Everybody's problem around here is they're afraid of getting a little messy.
Hey, Emma, we need you back here.
Just a sec. Sorry, Pop. Whitewash calls.
Wait a minute, do you know where Nikki is? Does anyone know where Nikki is?
Right here. I'm right here. Sorry, I was with Grandpa.
Late again. Hurry up and get into place. And where is your grandfather? He promised to be here today.
He said he had some work to do, some real work.
I see. All right, everyone. Scene 3, the shepherds. Now, remember how important this scene is. This was God's first announcement of his son's birth. So let's pay attention. Cornelia, from the top. Remember to breathe. Very nice. Oh, don't bend too far. Nick, that's your cue.
Oh, yeah. And there were shepherds biding in the fields, keeping watch over the flock by night.
Not bad, honey. Just a little louder next time, okay? And enter the shepherds.
Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King.
Very nice, gentlemen. Thank you. Now softer, softer. Very nice. What was that?
Wagner!
Graham! What's wrong with them?
They are just following directions. The shepherds were sore afraid at the sight of the heavenly host.
Well, then, they weren't listening. I said, fear not.
Victor, this is not the kind of atmosphere we want for this scene.
But it is. Big and theatrical like Wagner.
No, we want it intimate and worshipful like God.
I vote for Wagner. And I think God would too. I know. Let's just take a vote. Can I see a show of hands? You see there, I win. American democracy is such a wonderful invention.
Stop. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Thank you. Now, you are all very good, but I think Victor and I need to have a short creative meeting on the direction of this scene. So for now, just lay this song aside. We may need to look at some new material.
Mr. Richmond, I have some new material. Songs, I mean, right here, direct from my trunk.
No, really...
You said you'd listen to them another time. It's been 15 days. That's another time.
I know, but it...
Pop, they're really good.
How do you know?
Some of us have been practicing them.
But you're the stage crew. No, never mind. All right, but make it quick. I wonder the set isn't getting built.
We'll make them quick. Nobody's faster than Cornelia. Here's one you're gonna love. Golly gee, got a treat, but that ain't never a guarantee that I'll get what I'm wanting for Christmas. Two kids.
Stockings hung, carols sung, I ain't having a bit of fun till I get what I wanted for Christmas. Oh, you kids, you.
That's terrific, Luke.
Well, thank you.
Bouncy, catchy, but it's just too fast. That's what it is, just too fast.
Well, I'm going that slower.
No, that's not what I meant.
Listen.
Strolling in the snow, dressed and pressed in sable and studs. You had a parasol, blew up your vest, playing, singing, swaying to and fro. Christmas reminds us that you'll always find yourself strolling in the snow.
That was a charming, truly.
Well, thank you.
But, just a bit too old-fashioned.
No problem. Do I ever have one that's up to date?
Luke,
When you're feeling all alone, I'll call you on the telephone to wish you a 20th century Christmas.
Left at home on your demand. Oh, why don't you tell a friend to wish you
A 20th century Christmas. There's son, he's the one that got the country all lit up. Mr. Bell, ain't he swell? He's so electrifying. Look out, he's multiplying. If you're ever stranded, we'll hop right in our automobile to wish you a 20th century Christmas.
thank you, Luke.
Oh, you're welcome.
These really show a lot of promise, but, not really sure how to say this, but, this part of the show calls for something a little more,
Faster.
no.
Slower.
No.
Louder.
No.
Softer.
No.
Jazzy.
No.
Snazzy.
No.
Patriotic. Amniotic. What?
No. More simple. Nikki Shepherds, will you come here for a minute, please?
I haven't any wealth or riches to my name, though I've been granted health, great strength I cannot claim. I'm just a poor and simple man, uncertain of my worth, till I approached a manger, till I beheld a bird. He came in straw and swaddling, he came in poverty, He did not come in strength or might, but helpless infancy. And now I know he came this way, so I could understand that he will always love me exactly as I am. That he will always love me exactly as I am.
Wunderschön. Very beautiful.
That was wonderful, Luke.
I wrote that song last year just about this time. It was the first Christmas I really knew what it all meant. You know, I'm not lucky like a lot of you who had parents to tell you about Jesus. I lost my folks when I was pretty young, and I spent most of my life just living alone, you know, working on different farms. But then I came here and I met such wonderful people like the Richmonds and Reverend Doyle in this church. And well, I guess I used to feel like those shepherds, that I didn't have anything to bring him. Well, I know better now.
You know, I must admit, there is something different about you on the choir. Back in Syracuse, performers perform for themselves. They will do anything for the applause and cheer. But here, it is almost as if you perform for royalty.
But we are. I know this might sound silly to you, Mr. Schwab, but when we sing to the one who gave us the gift of song.
The one who gave us the greatest gift mankind ever received. The gift of his one and only son.
When I was a boy in Dusseldorf, we would sing of this every year for Christmas Eve. It was very much a tradition for us to sing Stille Nacht.
Say again?
That's German for silent night.
Yeah, I never really understood this song, but the music, it was so simple. It was the only song that made my heart burst with joy and tears at the same time. But enough blubbering from me. Perhaps we could talk another time. I have some questions.
Of course, Mr. Schwab.
Danke. And a showing of hands for his music.
The Luke songs are in the show?
I guess we can rehearse one or two. We'll see.
Golly gee, Mr. Richmond, thanks a lot. You won't be sorry. Come on, gang, let's go rehearse.
Victor, what would you like to do now?
I think I'm going to go look at some new material.
All right. Let's take a break, everyone. Back here at 3.
I just knew you'd like Luke's songs, Pop. He's gonna be famous someday. His time here on the farm is wasted, just like you always said yours was.
And the praise.
It wasn't wasted. I was trapped.
What?
No, nothing. You better go rehearse. They're waiting.
You're gonna be so proud of us.
Who am I gonna make proud?
Hey, Henry, can you come back here and check the color on this here scenery for me?
I'll be there in a minute.
Oh, Henry, have you seen Nikki? I need to fit her for a costume.
She was here about 10 minutes ago, which probably means we won't see her until Tuesday. Good luck.
Nikki, are you back there?
I'm up here, Grandma, in the loft.
Oh, I'll come up.
Ooh. Don't things look better from up here?
Well, higher anyway. What are you up to?
Oh, sometimes I feel like I'm in everybody's way down there, so I come up here to read, see?
Oh, where did you get that?
I found it in this box up here behind some hay. It's got all kinds of stuff in it, like this ball and this little coat, and all these papers and music. It must be my dad's box. Everything has his name on it. Look at this exam. Henry Richmond, 100% in English.
Oh, Nikki, Everything in that box is your father's, but the box actually belongs to your grandpa.
Why did Grandpa save all these things about Dad?
Oh, because your grandpa is very, very proud of your daddy. His schooling, his music, everything.
If he's proud of him, how comes he hides all this stuff in a box out in the barn?
Well, you see, Nikki, your grandpa always hoped that your dad would like the same things he did. But he didn't. Sometimes it's just like that.
Yeah.
Then when your dad went off to college to do the things he did like to do, well, your grandpa thought he was ashamed of him and the farm. There are a lot of angry words that were said that have never been forgotten or forgiven.
Dad isn't ashamed. He always told me Grandpa was the strongest person he ever knew. The smartest, too.
Oh, your grandpa never even finished the 2nd grade.
He told me. He also told me he can't read.
Oh.
No one else knows, do they, Grandma?
No, he just always forgets his glasses.
I remember Dad telling me that Grandpa read the Bible every night. His favorite verse is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have eternal life.
Oh, Nikki, your grandpa only told your daddy about the Bible, which he learned from his father. It's been a long time since I've heard either one of them talk about the Bible much. It's been a long time since I've heard them talk about anything.
I wish Grandpa would show Dad this old box. Then they'd have a lot to talk about.
No, they certainly would. Well, come on, partner. I gotta go finish a costume and some lunch.
Oh, we're sorry, Mr. Richmond. We came in here looking for a place to rehearse. I thought the barn was empty.
Oh, it will be in a minute, then it's all yours. Come on, Nikki.
All right, everybody, here's the music for the new song. Now gather around the piano. Oh, Henry, I didn't see you over there. Have you been there long?
No, not too long.
We came in here looking for a place to rehearse. It's getting kind of cold outside. Are we interrupting anything?
No, I'm done here. See you at 3.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Richmond. Okay, Cornelia, make those ivories dance.
Great job, everyone. Our dress rehearsal tonight is going to be terrific, and our performance tomorrow is going to be even better. This is just what Act 2 needs.
Then the song's in?
Yes, the song's in. Luke's entire trunk is in. Luke, I must admit, you're very talented. And Cornelia, you're very fast.
Well, let's do it again.
Oh, no, there isn't time to do it again. We've all got to get down to the church. Everyone else is already there, along with the sets and costumes. Rehearsal begins at 7, and that is in, good grief, 20 minutes. Luke, Abner, can you grab that last flat? Will it fit in your wagon?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, somebody take these last 3 costumes.
Oh, I'll get them, Lucille. We'll see you down there.
Make sure Victor has everyone ready to start in 15 minutes, okay?
15 minutes,
Yes.
all right, all right.
Where is Mom and Dad? They were supposed to meet us here.
I told your mother to wait for us up at the house, but your
All
father...
right, we'll pick them up on the way out.
Your father isn't coming.
He's not coming.
Henry.
Let me guess. He has work to do. Real work.
I don't think that's the issue.
No, that's not the issue.
Dad.
Oh, excuse me, I thought everyone had left. I got some hay to pitch, but I'll come back later.
No, why don't you stay, Dad? This is obviously where you prefer to be. This is not what I want to say. This is not what I want to do. Why is it like this, Dad? Why is it always like this? Someone either ends up yelling or leaving.
I ain't the one going anywhere.
I have been trying for 3 weeks to have a conversation with you, but you've always got something more important to do.
Well, now, everybody's always got something more important to do, don't they now, son?
Is that what this is about? What I do with my life?
What you do with your life has never concerned anyone but yourself.
I keep trying to include you in my life, but you refuse.
You refuse to stay in mine.
I didn't fit. There wasn't room here.
There's always been room here. You just wanted something bigger, something richer.
I just wanted something of my own.
Henry, Dad, please.
Well, now you've got something of your own. Leave me with mine.
You are the stubbornest man I have ever known. I will leave this
What
time,
is
and if
that?
you think...
Listen!
That's Edmund Fry's wagon. It's his fire wagon.
What?
Henry.
Oh, no.
Henry!
Mother, what is it? Are you okay?
Oh, I can see the flames and the smoke is down the road behind the hill.
I've got to get over there. Luke, what is it? What happened?
It's the church. Victor and Pastor Doyle were lighting the kerosene lamps, and one of them fell.
Are they all right?
I don't know. Just about everyone was inside.
Where are the pails and buckets?
They're in the shed. My wagon. It's out front. Hurry!
I'm coming along.
No, you stay here with Rob and Lucille. I'll be back.
Oh, there you are. It's so late I couldn't imagine where you'd gotten to. Oh, this barn is so cold at night.
Is there any more news?
The doctor is just about to leave. He said Henry won't be doing any needlepoint anytime soon, but that his hands and arm would heal. He was very fortunate.
Oh, Eleanor.
Oh, Chester, now God protected us. No one was killed, and Henry got Pastor Doyle out just in time.
But our church, our wonderful church.
Oh, the people are the church, and they're great at rebuilding things.
So much of this is my fault. Yes, it is. Kerosene lamps and wooden buildings. What was I thinking? I've never been very good at change. I think Henry was right. I'm too stubborn.
Oh, you're both a little stubborn.
And another thing. The things that I said to him tonight, I regret. I regret so much.
Chester, tell him.
I don't know what to say.
Excuse me, Mrs. Richmond. Is there any new word on Henry?
Oh, the doctor was just leaving, and there are a lot of bandages, but he'll be all right.
Well, we brought back everything we could salvage in my wagon.
Doesn't look like there's going to be much of the Christmas play now, unless it's in charcoal gray.
Wait a minute. Why don't you just do the play here in the barn like you've been rehearsing?
Christmas in a stable.
Novel idea, isn't it?
Hey, why not? It's so new. Come on, we've got some work to do.
Oh, but Luke, it's almost midnight.
We'll be quiet.
Is anyone back there?
Henry, what are you doing down here out of bed?
I've hurt my hands, Mom, not my legs. I heard Luke was going to bring back whatever was left of the costumes and scenery, and I thought I'd come take a look.
I'm not sure he's returned yet. I'll go Lucille and I will go see if he's back.
How are the hands, Henry?
Doing better, thanks. Sure does get cold in here at night, doesn't it?
Son, about what I said earlier tonight, I just want...
Dad, I was hoping we could forget everything about earlier tonight. You don't need to say anything.
No, you're wrong. I do. I've spent far too long not saying anything. It's just that now, I'm just not sure what to say.
There's nothing to say. The show's gone, just like a lot of my plans, smoke and ashes.
You saved a man's life tonight. I have never been more proud. The truth is, I've always been proud. I'm so sorry that I've done such a poor job of letting you know.
I'm proud too, Dad.
You are?
Looks like I haven't done such a great job either.
Say, you don't think the women are right, do you? That you and I are stubborn?
Stubborn? No. I just think you need to learn to tolerate electricity, and I need to learn to like Wagner.
Another thing, I haven't been the father that God meant me to be.
Dad.
It's true. There was a time in my life when my greatest prayer was for a son. Sometimes it just seems like we're such poor caretakers of the things that God entrusts to us. Please forgive me.
I might not even know the Lord if it wasn't for you, Dad. I remember the first time I ever heard John 3:16 was when you read it to me.
I appreciate that, Henry, but I've been far from him too. Almost as far as I've been from you. And it seems like such a long road back.
It won't be such a long road if both of us do some of the walking. Christmas is usually a good time to start things.
Yes it is.
I remember you used to tell me you loved Christmas so much because God chose to be born in such a simple way, poor and common.
I always took that as a great assurance that he'd always understand me.
He still does. He came in straw and swaddling. He came in poverty. He did not come in strength or might, but helpless infancy. And Christmas always comes this way, arriving 'neath the star, reminding us he loves us. Exactly as we are. And I will always love you. Exactly.
I love you, son.
extra set of hands for a while. Never seen a time quite like this before.
Well, I would have had time to have properly gotten dressed tonight if Dad hadn't kept me running all over town today. Who would have thought that bicycles and buggies could create so much congestion?
What do you expect for December 24th?
Well, I hope the restaurant isn't crowded. Where are Mom and Dad? They said they'd meet us here.
They're probably down at the barn. Let's go see.
The barn?
Surprise!
What?
Merry Christmas, Henry. Glad you finally showed up. We have a Christmas program to put on.
I don't understand.
Your program, Mr. Richmond? I know there wasn't a lot left after the fire. Actually, there was just this barn and us. But that's what we started with. Well, that's what you started with. And you always believed that there would be a program. So we did too.
Everyone worked all today. It's wunderbar, ja? Und simple. Always the best day. Remember that, Henry.
You called me Henry.
Thank you for all of this. I was on my way to Chicago because I had nowhere else to go this Christmas. Just like last Christmas. America is so big. And it's so easy to be alone. But Luke and so many others have made sure I wasn't alone. They have told me many things about their belief in Jesus. He truly is the Son of God.
That's right. Victor and I have been having just a wonderful conversation these past few weeks. I've never found anybody who's so eager to learn all he could about Silent Night.
I understand the song now. God's eternal love for us, Mary and Joseph's faith, Jesus' humble birth and stable. The good Reverend also told me the rest of the story, about how Jesus ministered to everyone, and then how he died. His perfect life was a sacrifice on a cross for the sin of the world. But then the most wonderful thing happened. He rose again, and he came back for me.
Does this mean that...
The angels are rejoicing as we speak.
Amen. Hallelujah.
I am not perfect, but I know I am forgiven. I have a home in heaven now because I put my faith and trust in Jesus. His grace is amazing. That should be a song.
It is a song.
Not bad. It's not really a song. Put a bit of Victor into it. I'm only kidding. I know I still have much to learn, but I feel as though I'm in the right place. As a matter of fact, I will be staying in this right place.
What?
Mr. Schwab has agreed to stay and direct our choir. Well, the deacons voted this afternoon.
8-0. Majority rules.
But we will direct our choir back in Syracuse.
I have already made arrangements for that. A most talented musician will be coming, and he will be bringing his trunk.
Golly, Mr. Richmond, wait till you hear all the songs I have for the 4th of July.
But Luke, who's going to help out here on the farm?
Oh, I think I'll have no problem at all getting somebody to help with the field work, but come summertime, I believe I might need a specialist to help out with the animals.
Nikki?
I hope it's all right, Dad. It's not that I don't like performing. I really tried to, but I'm not loud enough. And anyway, I just like animals more. I'm sorry. I hope you're not disappointed.
I'll never be disappointed in you, sweetie. I'm very proud of you. And I'll always be proud.
I don't think I'll be performing either, Pop. Victor called Preston, and I'm going to be assistant stage manager. On the weekends, of course.
Will there be anything left for Lucille and me to do?
Only to come back every December. Even as good as we are, we cannot do this program alone.
You will come back, won't you?
We'll be back. There's a lot to come back for.
A season of beginnings. I think we have a Christmas program to put on. Let's go.
But where am I going to be?
Somewhere you've never been your entire life.
Sitting with us, front row, center.
But I don't have a ticket.
Oh, I'm real good friends with the director. I think I can get you in.
Christmas
that he will always love me. Exactly as I am. That he will always love me. Exactly as I
And there were shepherds abiding in the fields, and lo, the angel of the Lord said unto them, Fear
Go on, Nikki, go on.
not. You read, Grandpa.
Oh, no, Nikki, you don't understand.
It's all right, Henry. I've got my glasses. I bring to you good tidings of great joy that shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord.
Good evening. We are so delighted to have you here this evening. It is our great privilege as a church to have you as our guest, and we certainly are honored at your presence. It is an enormous project to put together an event like this, and the folks that you see right behind me are probably a half of the entire group that it takes to put together an evening or 3 evenings like this. And I'm sure that you'd like to express your thanks to them again. We're not going to keep you long. I have one thought for you as we leave tonight. Just one simple thought. There's so many things going on at Christmas. There's so many activities, there's so many events, there's so many programs and presents to buy. I would ask you this question. Of all the parts of Christmas that are a part of the Christmas season, what is your favorite part? What is your favorite part? What do you enjoy most? Jesus. Maybe for some of us, it's events like this. Maybe for some others, we would enjoy shopping or going out and getting that perfect present for that person who's very special in our life. Listen, I'm a youth pastor. You can think about the real answer to that question. I've heard them all. I've heard them all. I would ask you, as you think about that one thing that's your favorite part, maybe it's getting together with family. Maybe you have family and they live all across the country. But Christmas affords you the opportunity to get together. As you think about that one thing, I want you to think about this question. What do you suppose is God the Father's favorite part of Christmas? God the Father, who sent his only Son. What do you think his favorite part of Christmas is? One of my favorite parts is when Pat reads the scripture here in the middle. And the scripture that he read is out of Luke chapter 2, and I'm reading off the screen in the back. It says, "And there were shepherds living in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. And an angel appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, 'Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord.'" You and I probably heard those scriptures 100 times, perhaps 1,000 times. If you've grown up in church like I have, you've heard them again and again and again. And I ask you that question. What do you think God's favorite part of Christmas is? I submit to you it's those scriptures right there that we just read, that we just heard. Good news of great joy that will be for all people. Good news. Life is challenging sometimes. It's very difficult. It's even wearisome at times. But I'll tell you what, in this day and age, do we not need some good news? Indeed we do. And the good news is that God loved us so much that he loved us too much to leave us like we were. And he sent his only Son to give his life as a ransom for many. Now listen, I'm a church guy. I've been in church all my life. We love talking about Jesus in the manger, but I'm telling you, he didn't stay in the manger, did he? No, he did not. He grew up, and I'll tell you, even though it took about 33 years to unwrap that present, it was the greatest present ever given. Jesus Christ offered his life as a sacrifice for ours so that our sins could be forgiven. So that our sins could be forgiven. Is there something you and I need today more than forgiveness? I think not. As you head out and go your own way, I want you to continue to think, what is God's favorite part of Christmas? And I submit to you that's that right there. That Jesus Christ would come and he'd give his life as a ransom for many, the Bible tells us. Maybe you have a church that you go to on a regular basis and you're shipshape in that situation, and we're tickled for you. We think our church is best, but that's... But, I'm just being honest, go on. But, if you don't have a church, we'd love to invite you to come and be a part of this one. We'd love to see you back tomorrow morning. We'd love for you to maybe come tomorrow night and bring a friend. Maybe you'd just like to catch me afterwards in the foyer and just talk a little bit. Maybe you've got some questions. Maybe you're new to this whole church thing and you don't understand it all. I'll tell you what. I've been in the steeple my whole life and I don't have it all figured out yet, but I'll tell you what. God is faithful and he's loving and he cares us and he'll coach us along. Do me a favor tonight. Would you join hands with the person right beside you. I want to pray for you, and we'll be dismissed. Dear God, as we come to you tonight, we're so grateful for the privilege of meeting together here in this place. Lord, I thank you for each and every one of these folks who've worked so hard for the last several months, Lord, to put together a program of this magnitude. God, I pray that you bless them. Encourage them, Lord. Give them strength for tomorrow, I pray. Lord, and for these who've come to watch and participate by viewing, God, I ask that you would bless them. Lord, encourage them. Lord, it's so challenging, this life that we live. Lord, I pray maybe there's one here tonight who doesn't know you as their personal Lord and Savior. God, I pray tonight that will be the night that they would come to know you as the Savior. God, we thank you for sending your Son as a baby boy, but we thank you that he did not remain a baby, that he grew up and he gave his life as a sacrifice so that our sins could be forgiven. Lord, we don't deserve that enormous love that you have for us, but we're so grateful for it. God, I pray that tonight you dismiss us with your blessing. We ask that your will will be done in each and every one of our lives, for we ask it in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you. Thank you for coming. You are dismissed.
We wish you a Merry